Ian here again. Uh, so hair planes in general, alpha planes in general, can be somewhat of a pain to set up appropriately. Um, Even as you see with this guy Stryker, who part of the War Machine universe, owned by Privateer Press. Uh, Nathan's been working on him. He's got a well, I don't really know how to describe his hairdo. I'm just going to say funky. I think that works out really well. Funky. Let's go ahead and just preview what his hair looks like, and we can see, right off the bat what some of the issues are. So, I mean, we can already see it now as we're looking at it from this angle that we're getting a lot of the traditional alpha sorting issues. It's not drawing anything in the correct order. We're seeing through his head now. I mean, it's all in all just bad mojo. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to go ahead and talk about how we correct this, which is actually not all that difficult. It just takes a little bit of forethought and planning. So let's go ahead and look at how Nathan planned out the hair on the back of this character's head. You'll notice as we look at it and we rotate around it. So as we sort of coast around to the side, you're going to notice that it's an overlapping pattern that extends backwards across the back of his head, and that from any given angle, there's a very specific order to the layering of his hair. So this trick may not work on, say, a character like Cloud from Final Fantasy VII with all of his funky spikes going left and right and all over the place. That might require a different trick. But in this case, what we're going to do is simply reorder the way that the vertices are drawn. It's actually just based off vertice number, and how both Max and Maya define that is the order in which you attach the polygons together. So I got a bit of a cheat. I actually already have another hair set up over here, which I've separated out these fans on the back. Also, there's something else we end up having to do, which is we have to duplicate them. No, these are not double-sided. There are, in fact, 2-hole meshes for front and back. And the reason being is that, so if we order these in such a fashion that forces the renderer to draw back to front, so that the back gets rendered, and then as it moves forward, it's just overlaying the next hairpiece, the next hairpiece, the next hairpiece. If we double-side that from the back, we're going to render in the wrong order, and we're going to end up with the same problem. So we duplicate them, we flip the normals. By the way, if you're curious on how you flip your normals on something in Max, it's actually really simple. We just add the normal modifier, and there's a flip normal option. But with the normals flipped, what we can do then is now from the back, we can say, oh, okay, now this one we want to render first, then this one, then this one, then this one, on down the line. The last trick is actually the fact that when we select these and add them in, we actually add the back planes first, going down, and then we rework it to the front. Right quick, I'm just going to actually show you exactly what I'm talking about, because once I get done with it, it will make a heck of a lot more sense. But we've kind of run into a bit of a problem here, because it's going to select the one that's facing out, and there is actually a second plane in the middle of this thing, and I need the one that's facing it. Bring up the attachment list, and its object 1, attach. And now we're going to work our way back to front. Select that one, select that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and finally that one. So with all said and done, turn off attach. Let's go ahead and preview this bad boy. So that's that. Thanks, guys.